Yo, what is up guys, it's your boy Ozzy, and today we're going to be doing another Doctor Who action figure review, and today we're going to be looking at the Constable Greg, no, not Greg, Zreg, and Sergeant Zogroff. This isn't Greg Wallace. Don't cancel me. A Wrath Warrior set, and it's part of the Vortex Edition range, and it includes two Wrath Warriors, which on the surface do look identical, but when you go into it, there are some subtle differences. But it is part of the new Vortex range, and it's obviously the 14th Doctor's era, so it's got all these colours around the style guide. Now, packaging, yeah, pretty straightforward when compared to the other ones. Yeah, we've got the TARDIS. I wish they'd kind of changed this now. It's getting a little bit dated for my liking, but you know, that's up to the BBC. 5-inch scale with two blasters and stands. Now make sure you remember there are stands with this, don't throw them away by accident because they're quite easy to miss. Part of the 14th Doctor range. Logo at the top left. Got the nice sleek logo on the sides. And on the back we have a write-up. As usual, if you want to read that, then do feel free to pause. But does anybody ever read these things? Let me know in the comments if you do read these things. I'd be very interested to know. Oh, forgot to mention that on the inside we have a screen cap from Starbeast. I've not actually had a look at this. It's pretty damn cool. It works incredibly well. You got the flaming cart in the background, and you got the two Wrath Warriors there. But before you go anywhere guys, make sure you like and subscribe, really would appreciate that, and check out the links down below for a link to our Patreon, early access, lots of exclusive videos over there, so check it out if you want to help the channel. And also we have an eBay store where we post new customs, resin kits and all that kind of stuff. But more importantly, this video is brought to you by Blue Box Artworks. Blue Box Artworks is an Etsy store run by my good friend Ollie, and he sells keychains, bookmarks, posters, anything you can think of with these fantastic silhouetted designs. When I first saw Ollie's account, I was kind of blown away by the style of this. I love the simplicity, I love the sleek look of it. You can put it on anything you want, a t-shirt, a poster, a mug, literally what more can you ask for? Here is the first of the bunch of what I've been sent over. As you can see, really eye-popping, really eye-catching. All of the Doctors on this Merry Christmas greetings card, printed so nicely, really shiny, so vibrant. Next up we have the 11th Doctor in silhouette form. I didn't know that he was going to send me this one in particular, but I was very, very happy to see this because Matt Smith's one of my favourites, and a great gift for somebody who does love the bow tie wearing madman. Then we have a couple of bookmarks. Once again, all of the Doctors on design, really, really nice there, and we've got a TARDIS, and they're both double-sided. And for those of you canine lovers, we've got this really cool thing of the canine sinking into a void. Is that from Sarah Jane Adventures? I think so. My fanbase, the Dalek enthusiasts, and they've been represented here very, very well with the 2005 background. So moving on to the pin badges, we've got the Bad Wolf TARDIS, we've got Mr. Ring-a-Ding, we've got that thing from the Interstellar Song Contest, which I don't know what it is, and we got a Pride TARDIS, and then finally we have this Peter Capaldi keychain. And last, but certainly not least, we have the All Doctors poster. This sits really proud on my wall. It's an eye-catching piece, it's a conversation starter, really nice to have. I'd probably recommend this most of all. Get the biggest size you can because people are going to be jealous when they come round. So thanks once again to Ollie and Blue Box Artwork for sending me these items. Make sure you go check out their store. It's an artist worth supporting. Back to the main video. So here they are out of the box, and as you can tell, there are some subtle differences between the two. Now I'm not sure which one is Zreg and which one is Zogroth. I had to look, see what the names were then, but as you can see, the weathering is darker on this one. It's more of kind of a very dark brown, and this is a slightly lighter brown, and we'll compare the chest units in a minute, but I think they are two different sculpts. I think that's the only sculpt difference between the two, but overall they're pretty much the same. And another thing I could notice is the mouth has a clearer wash there than it does on that one. I don't know who's who, like I said, but either way, they both look absolutely fantastic, and even on the props, there wasn't really that much difference. So the left-hand side one, which is insert name here, starting off with articulation. Go over articulation because it's new, it's a completely new figure, so that's a bit of a weird neck-breaking articulation. This one's a bit weird because the arm moves halfway up his arm, if you get what I mean. His arm starts there, but the articulation's here, and then there is kind of a bit of a pivot kind of joint there to move the arm up and down. And waist, we'll do a 360. I'm assuming the legs. Oh, the legs don't have too much, a little bit limited, but you know, you're not really going to be moving it that much, are you, to be honest. Knee, ooh, that's hard to move. That's very hard to move. I don't even think that you really can move it that much. You can do it a 360 like this, but you can't kick it up and down very much. This bit here, that does move around a little bit, and the feet do a 360. And this one, the claw does open and close, which is a really nice feature. And yeah, that one twists around as well, so let's put that back on the stand. And yeah, it comes with a clear display stand. There's a little bit of legal guffins on there, but you know, it's nothing too criminal. It would have been nice to get a textured base, maybe kind of like a pavement slab. That would have been quite cool, but you know, at least we have something to stand these things up. But damn, look at this thing. Look at the detail on this. This is by far like probably the most accurate sculpt of a monster we've ever had. Really solid. Just damn, when I saw the prototype for this thing, just wanted it straight away. Such a cool design. But let's get close up on those details. Okay, so looking at the leg, it's kind of like a bone colour with a bit of a wash on top. You got those weird little nubby things, and my girlfriend said, why does it look like he's broken his leg? And it does. It's a very weird kind of a design for an alien, but you know, the more alien it is, the more I prefer it in Doctor Who, because it looks less like a man in a rubber suit and more like a weird organic insect kind of thing. I think it's really cool. I don't know whether the green is a bit too light. I'm not sure. Maybe if I were to possibly make a change on these, I would possibly alter the skin tone between the two, because it would have been nice to have the variation there, but you know, still, regardless, looks really awesome. Moving up, you've got like more of this bone colour and the brown washes, really awesome. And then this claw, that is damn cool. Love how it can open and close, really awesome feature. Glad they included that, because that's kind of a thing that possibly could have been missed, but they really didn't, you know, cut corners with this thing. It's incredible. Look more at that torso detail. Oh, got the wrinkly bone there, awesome. Look at that shit, man. Damn cool. Then you come up to the front, I'll do a comparison in a minute, but all those little holes and things on there, and the hand, and the weapon. Weapon's black with dry brushing of silver on top, really looks cool. Sorry, I'm shaking. Coffee shakes. And then we'll go up to that really beautiful face. Just look at the likeness on that. This beyond words. The only thing that which kind of does detract from the look a little bit is the fact that it does have the red hole in the top. That's obviously a feature, like a play feature, so in terms of look, sure, it might ruin it a little bit, but well, I wouldn't say ruin. In terms of look, I guess it does kind of distract a little bit, but at the same time, to get the play feature in, that's what makes these toys, you know? You really do want some kind of play feature, which is really nice. So I will demonstrate that by taking this light off and putting it on top. There you go, that's probably as good as we're gonna get. Turn it away. It's not really doing it too well. It's best done at night time. So the weapon is removable, which is really neat. So glad they included that. And luckily it doesn't like rub the plastic or anything. And it would look really cool on like a miscellaneous alien shelf in your figure adventures. That'd be so sick. Even got like the hexagonal details on there. There, the texturing. Then when you go into the hand, it gets all Dalek mutant-y. Hard to capture, but a damn awesome sculpt. I am in love with that. So yeah, comparing the sculpts between the two, you can see on the left there are a lot more dots, and on the right you can see that kind of squiggly mark in the middle. It really does surprise me that they were two different sculpts. Like, they really went all out on it. I'm not sure if there's any other differences. Let's have a look. Go around the back. It's kind of like the hole placement is slightly different, it seems. Could be wrong, but either way you can see the difference in weathering, so there definitely are two quite different figures of the same figure, if you get what I mean, but it's a detail they didn't have to go to, but I'm glad that they did. So overall, these figures are, well, they speak for themselves really. I mean, we saw them at Toy Fair, we knew how cool they were. Definitely I would say that these figures are absolutely worth the $44.99 price tag. This completely new sculpts, two figures, lots of articulation, lots of play features, they're collector's items. Well and truly, get yourself them. Really definitely would recommend. And don't forget to click subscribe, because we are working on a Christmas special which will come out on the 24th of December. Essentially, Ozzy and Lewis go Christmas shopping and we discover a baby crinoid, and basically shit hits the fan, and yeah, we had a lot of fun making it. We've made the costumes ourselves, so definitely do subscribe if you want to see that Christmas special. Seeing as Doctor Who have left the gap, it's up to us to fill that void, so yeah, look forward to it. So just a little bit of an update in terms of the figure reviews. Yep, I did this on my fridge, I do apologise, but you know, it gets the job done. But I'm going to be building my own review station. For the longest time I wanted like a backdrop for the reviews, and I'm going to like model and print it myself and kind of have it so it has like a lot of different lighting options and things like that. So that would be really cool, and if you're feeling generous, definitely would appreciate the Patreon donation, because it's not going to be free to make, it's going to cost me a fair bit. And yeah, I definitely would you know, help keep the lights on and make these videos more entertaining for you guys. But thank you very much for watching, definitely do appreciate it. Have a good day guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.